Good morning, afternoon, or evening. My name is John Polhemus, and I'm going to be talking to you about educational technology and the government. There are several things the government can and should be doing with video cameras to improve education in this country. Earlier this year, President Obama recorded a message to school children telling them to focus on their studies. This offended idiots everywhere. Although the speech was well written, the president missed an opportunity while inside American classrooms to teach students something. In actuality, government officials recording messages to students is a great idea. The president already does a weekly radio address, now on YouTube. These messages, when done right, can be used to inform the public. Why not have messages geared specifically towards school children? Why not have them recorded by people at every level of government? Officials from the FDA, Health and Human Services, and the Justice Department could record messages for students explaining what their jobs entail and what the government is doing right now. In some cases, a rebuttal message from the minority party may be appropriate. These messages don't need to be recorded too often. But anytime a congressperson writes a letter to their constituents explaining what they're doing, they should record a video for students as well. The government runs schools for teaching, and yet the schools do a terrible job of teaching about the government. The showing of these videos need not be mandatory, but the government taking the time to speak to school children shouldn't be a rare occurrence. There, we've shown the cameras on the public servants. Now let's turn them inside the classroom. Every classroom should have a camera. We can afford a camera for every classroom, and the installation of them would create more jobs. Cameras bring security. Students fight when they're not being monitored. Constant surveillance creates obedience. And we're recording the teachers as well. Peer evaluations don't always work, because when teachers have guests in the classroom, they are always performing at their best. Having cameras in the classroom makes it much easier to root out lazy teachers. Upon hearing this suggestion, many people will toss around the term Orwellian. None of these people have read a book written by George Orwell. We can begin this program on a county-by-county basis. This idea may be controversial, but it would also bring great benefit. Let's move on to a third way that the government can implement educational technology using cameras. The television program Pimp My Ride features drivers dissatisfied with their vehicles getting their cars made over with entertaining and often amazing results. With the success of said show, new programs have gone on the air where people can have their homes, pets, or personal appearance transformed for their sake and for the pleasure of viewers at home. Well, here's a new pitch, Mr. Cable Executive. How about Fix My School? Imagine a TV reality show where government officials and education experts visit schools most at need. The television network pays for the production of the TV show, but the education experts have access to the budget of the Department of Education, or charities, or whatever. These education experts visit troubled schools, evaluate the problem, and do what needs to be done to fix it. The drama would be gripping. The cameras would pick up interviews with disgruntled students and frustrated administrators. We would get to watch as broken schools become better schools. If school improvement were on TV and were interesting to watch, people would start to care again. Every episode could be a new school. Or if some schools took several episodes, that would be fine. Many schools would see what works and would take the initiative to improve their own situation with or without being on television. These are just some ways that the government can use educational technology to improve our school system. The opportunity is at our fingertips. Let us grasp this moment.